Time now 6:39. We're often told that smoke alarms could save lives, but new research carried out by firefighters suggests that many children could sleep through the noise.
The Chief Fire Officers Association is calling for sprinklers to be fitted in homes alongside smoke alarms. In Wales, all new homes will have to be fitted with sprinklers from September. Dave Coss from Derbyshire Fire and Rescue carried out the research and is with us this morning. Very good morning to you. Thanks very much for joining us. And so tell us about the research. You were testing whether children would sleep through fire alarms, were you?
Yeah, we've had quite a few recent incidents within Derbyshire where we've lost children in house fires and we couldn't understand why the children weren't getting out of the fire. So we've carried out research with Strathclyde University in the last year. We've identified that 80% of children under the age of 13 don't wake up to the smoke alarm.
So just talk us through the research you've done. You've set up scenarios where you've got children asleep in their bedrooms and then an alarm in a hallway or outside.
We've tested the children within their own homes, so within their own beds, so it's their normal environment.
Right.
And then we've tested the distance from the bed to the alarm, doors open, doors closed, lights on, lights off, all the variables we could think of. And we've repeat tested each child over a period of time, and none of the children, certainly none of the boys ever woke up.
None of the boys. Are you surprised by that? Because, you know, the fire alarms can be extremely loud.
I was surprised, certainly. Following sort of major events, we were struggling to work out why children hadn't woken up, and we expected the results to be the opposite of what we'd got.
I think we can see a bit now. Let's have a little look at some of the tests that you did.
Yeah, these were two sprinkler tests that we did last year. That was myself just leaving the building, having set the fire, and in one test we had a sprinkler operation, which is what you see in there. And the sprinkler operated before I'd even left the room, and you can see at that position there the sprinkler is activating, it's dying the fire back. This is the room that wasn't sprinkler controlled and is just allowed to free burn, and without, even with a smoke detector will warn you of the fire, but it won't actually extinguish the fire for you.
Yes.
Well, it's so, I mean, you know, the moment you see fire like that, it's so frightening to see. Is the sprinkler efficient? I mean, is it giving you a bit more time? Because, I mean, you've got one there, haven't you?
This is a domestic sprinkler head, so all you would actually see in the ceiling is the white disc, so you wouldn't see anything else. That would all be above the ceiling. And
it's attached, is it, to the mains water?
It's connected to the mains via a series of pipes, and amount of water used, it would take us 15 times the amount of water to put the fire out than it would for a sprinkler to operate.
The trouble is, presumably, you know, in refitting houses with sprinkler systems is going to be way more expensive than putting smoke alarms in.
It is, but the more sprinklers we fit, the cheaper the sprinkler connection becomes. The installation gets cheaper the more you fit. And certainly in new builds, if you fit them whilst you're building the house, it's only the same as installing a central heating system or an electrical system.
I can ask one very obvious question, which is, smoke alarms sometimes, I've had in my house, they kind of go off for no apparent reason.
Yes.
With a sprinkler?
No. You're more likely to win the lottery than a sprinkler head activating accidentally.
Okay.
That's statistically proven. That's a fact.
Yes, because that would obviously lead to quite a lot of damage.
That's one of the other myths, is that all sprinklers will activate at the same time, so you'll flood the house with water. Only the sprinkler directly over the fire will operate, and it will only operate to put that fire out. I know
we're going to be talking about it later.
Yes,
for the moment, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And do let us know your thoughts. If you're watching that, interested, want to know more, have particular questions, do let us know.
It is 6:42.